Salut les amis, c'est Daimo, on se retrouve pour le 126e jour de pérégrination de nos nains. On va enfin arriver à OGREMORT et apprendre plus sur... Et merde, qu'est-ce que je fais? Je t'ai renvoyé en arrière. Et en apprendre plus sur le passé de Tungdil peut-être.
It is as if you pass through an invisible wall when the raging wind and sand suddenly fall silent. In front of you, an enormous massive towers into the sky, the Blue Range. The slopes cast long shadows over Ogre's Death Fortress, which nestles in the spurs of the mountain. Even from this distance it looks impressive, with its 4 defensive terraces, one above the other. The anticipation of entering a real dwarven city for the first time grows with every step, and you feel the power returning to your limbs. You've almost done it.
OGREMORT, ça y est, on y est.
You have called me to succeed you to the throne. Here I stand before you. Well,
Il est pas bien lui, hein.
Before you are chosen as the successor to the High King, here, King Gandigard, the challenges that await you. Hordes of orcs are rampaging through the north and the west, and the perished land is stirring. It would seem that the Magi cannot sustain the barriers. This gives us an excellent opportunity to attack the last elves in Alandur. They are weakened. The perished land afflicts them. Let us wipe out the traitors once and for all.
Yes, right. Exactly.
Here, here.
Madness. What are you talking about?
I do not recognize you, King Gandigard, in what you are saying. The elves are inhabitants of Girdlegard. Has your hatred for them clouded your senses to the point that you wish to ignore the words of our god?
Belendelin's gaze falls, as if incidentally, on the King of the Forthland's advisor.
Or is someone giving you bad advice? On the contrary, it was Bislipper who finally supplied me with the proof. A report typing how the Fifthling lost the gate. It was the elves.
Il a une sale gueule Bislipper, hein.
Spread by the pointy ears in the shafts of the Grey Range. Impossible! I always knew it! Treason!
I don't believe
They should
that.
pay for it!
To the pointy ears!
Enough! Don't be so short-sighted! We are talking about the safety of Girdlegard. We must reach out and forge
Ah, c'est écrit en allemand.
With the elves. Yes, and even with the thirdlings.
En gros, lui, il veut pas tuer les elfes, en fait, il veut pas les combattre, il veut s'allier à eux, et même aux troisièmes, qui sont des tueurs de nains, pour combattre le pays mort.
It would seem you will have to wait a little bit longer. The second aspirant has arrived. Our guests must be tired from their long journey. The meeting is adjourned till tomorrow.
Andikai, what is it?
Oh, vraiment classe la chambre naine.
Luckily, I was able to make sense of most of it. You observed how the Mago took time to study the books during your escape. They are records from the Outer Lands. They tell of demonic beings from barren ground who can take possession of humans and invest them with great power.
Immortality, for example?
The Mago nods seriously. They speak of an axe forged by the undergrounders called Kingfire. It is said to have the power to cut through the flesh and bone of the living and completely destroy the demonic spirits.
C'est stylé ça.
in their soul.
Pensez-vous que Nodin est vraiment possédé par un démon? Je pense aussi, hein, vu que le mec il est immortel. Hein.
He looked very different when I encountered him in Parista, and he rose from the dead even though you cut off his head. That can't be explained purely through the power of the perished land.
He wanted to prevent these books from falling into our hands. That would only make sense if Keenfire had the power to defeat him. Where is this Keenfire?
I don't know if this weapon was ever forged. It requires rare materials and masterful craftsmanship. The purest, hardest steel, stone barbs decorated with runes, a hilt of Sigurdaisy wood, inlays made of all the noble metals, the blades studded with diamonds, smithed in the hottest forge.
We are dwarves. We have the most talented craftsmen.
And you have the Sigurdaisy wood. It is amongst the objects in your rucksack,
Sigurdaisy.
which is fortunate as there are no more
Marrant comme ils le
Sigurdaisy in
traduisent.
Girdlegard. But even if you manage to forge the axe, it might all be just a fairy tale. It's too little to wager our lives on.
L'homme de feu représente notre unique chance.
Get all the missing materials as well as a gem cutter here in the stronghold. After all, Gandagar and his fourthlings are here. A stonemason from the secondlings, and I can smith.
The Maga looks at you thoughtfully, and for a short time it seems as though your enthusiasm is rubbing off on her. But then she says, I wish you good luck, Tungil.
You still want to leave Girdlegard? What will happen to your realm and all the other realms?
I admire your optimism, my friend, but it isn't wise to stand in the way of a rolling stone. I don't wish to give up my realm, but I would only be prolonging the suffering unnecessarily.
But
You don't want to let the last Maga in Girdlegard go. Unfortunately, you can't think of anything that could cause her to stay.
many thanks, Honorable Maiden, for all that you have done.
Ah là là, elle fuit le combat, c'est dommage quand même. J'aimais bien mon équipe, elle était vraiment forte. Même si on n'a jamais combattu avec le mec super fort. C'est pas grave.
A variety of cheeses, pickled cave mushrooms, toasted bolt moss, and some smoked sausage.
The intense smell of the cheese makes your mouth begin to water.
Sigurdaisy wood. Very rare. I guess Lot Yonan wanted it to examine or experiment with.
Bon. Ah.
The Wren found an answer to the threat. Keenfire. No matter how difficult it is to forge it, we must do it.
Allez, on va retourner à la salle du trône. Pour voir ce qu'ils me veulent, est-ce qu'on va en apprendre plus sur nous?
The power that the old High King radiated when he called the assembly to order has drained away from him. His body is sunken in the throne, but his eyes are alert and interested as he looks at you.
The lost son returns to his people. Thank Vracus. Tell us what you learned on your journey.
You describe your adventure down to the smallest detail. Neither the king nor his advisor interrupts you. From time to time they nod, as though they were already aware of certain facts. Their brows become more furrowed with every passing minute. When you are finished with your story, you also have some questions.
Je ne suis un quatrième. Pourquoi il me dit j'ai l'impression d'être un... Je suis un quatrième et un prétendant au trône.
Here I'm grateful at, and I'm happy to finally be among my people, but I will not ascend the throne. I hardly know anything about our customs and laws. Everything that I know, I have learned from books that Lot Yonan gave me. There must be more suitable heirs than me.
Your announcement honors you. But to be honest, you never had a claim. To stop Gandagar, we had to stall for time.
Lot Yonan helped us with our little story. We don't even know if you are a fourthling.
The king's advisor misinterprets your unbelieving gaze and quickly adds,
We're only being as deceitful as goblins for one solitary reason. To stave off possible harm to our people.
you feel as though you've been hit in the stomach. If this is true, Not only have you lost your newly found kingdom, but
Ok, donc en fait, il voulait juste que je puisse mettre un petit barrage à garde. Oh, on vient pas du tout d'ici, on sait pas d'où on vient encore.
Games being played here.
Gandagar, as king of the Fourthlings, is to supersede me as High King, but his mind is poisoned with hatred towards the elves. He would probably win a war against them, but he would weaken us, and Girdlegard would not be helped by this. I was hoping for a great coalition with the elves, and even with the Thirdlings. I would have given anything to start the negotiations. In times of great need, only the common goal can count.
And which role have you planned for me?
Well, with you as a second aspirant, certain possibilities of protocol open up to us.
Pourquoi Gandagar est-il autant les
Why
elfes?
is Gandagar so full of hatred towards the elves?
His father and brother were murdered by elves. At least that's what's claimed.
No one knows the truth, just as no one knows how true this report about the Fifthlings is. But isn't it strange that this letter has turned up now, just when it can play into the hands of the elf-haters? Many dwarves' hatred towards the elves is great, perhaps even greater than their honesty.
Comment arrêter Gandagar? Ok.
I
Gandagar.
understand why you want to prevent a High King Gandagar. We'll be blind to our real problems.
Gandagar's only liability is that he lets Bislipper whisper dark thoughts in his ear. The advisor is the problem, not
Ouais, c'est bien ce que je pensais. Bislipper, c'est un sale nain, je trouve.
Enough not to have.
The High King smiles weakly at his advisor.
Gandagar is a good dwarf and a good king, and I am certain he could also be a good high king if he was free of Bislipper's lies and false advice.
Ouais, je suis d'accord. Je pense qu'on pourrait, si on peut l'éliminer, ce mec-là.
Even if I were to lie down, I couldn't win. No one on the council will vote for me.
You don't have to win.
Belendalin points to the Steelies in the throne room.
It's written in our laws that the High King can oppose an heir if he isn't elected unanimously. He can then demand a duel or a contest in order to determine the winner.
Such a contest could take weeks, if not months, and it would win us some time.
Is this really the best for our people? If we cannot dissuade Gandagar from carrying out his plans, it could end in a fraternal war.
Don't worry. We'll open up his eyes and he will recognize the malice of his famed friend. We just need time, and you must gain it for us.
J'accepte.
All right then. I'm ready to do it.
J'accepte.
But I will need all of your
Je suis un peu manipulé, mais bon.
Be certain of it, Tungil.
Belendalin smiles at you
Moi, j'ai
encouragingly.
confiance en ce mec-là. J'ai confiance.
And a guy may have found a way to defeat Nodon. And she suspects that the Magus is possessed by a demon from the Outer Lands. It may be possible to kill this demon with an axe called Keenfire.
What kind of contest will you have us compete in? Gandagar is surely superior to me in many things.
Everyone in the council will write a task on a piece of paper, and from them the contest will be drawn.
And this only once you have made a speech and have won over as many as possible in the council to your side. The more sympathetic the council is towards you, the higher the chances of a contest that fits your abilities.
Speech? You are beginning to like this whole thing less and less.
I have commissioned armor that is
Oh, ça c'est classe. J'en avais marre d'être habillé en forgeron alors que je me bats comme un dieu là. Sans déconner.
You say goodbye with a queasy feeling in your stomach. You always thought that you were articulate, but the prospect of having to make a speech in front of a large council doesn't exactly fill you with elation. Vracus, who made the dwarves of stone, has himself been
Dommage qu'on peut pas voir la statue en entier.
self-same dwarves, a masterly piece of work, like one of which only the masons of the Secondlings can still accomplish today. is lit when the kingdoms meet the council. It has lain dormant much too long, until it was finally lit again a few days ago.
On va se coucher, demain j'ai un gros discours à faire. Il va se coucher directement, je pense.
You are looking forward to the first proper bed for weeks. You
Allez, on se couche.
undress and lie down. Before you know it, your eyes close and you fall asleep. When your new armor is brought to you the next morning, you can hardly believe your eyes.
Elle est super stylée.
However, as a smith, you can't stand the fact that you haven't contributed anything to it, and decide to add some inlays.
Ok, donc lui c'est un... Oh ouais. Il fait peur, hein.
Can still be a farrier underneath it, don't you think, Tungdil Borafar?
Et un serpent bien habillé, ne reste-t-il pas un simple serpent?
In elegant clothing is still a snake.
Ignoring your question, Bislipper eyes you very exactly before he speaks.
So, you want to be one of our kingdom? A foundling brought up by a wizard? One wouldn't think it possible. And I don't think it possible either. There is no proof of your origin, and Gandagar's the council on his side. Why don't you spare yourself the disgrace?
Elle est trop bien sa voix par contre, hein. Elle est vraiment bien.
Put your scheme to bed, and we will take you into our kingdom. We will give you everything you need your whole life long. In exchange, you support Gandagard instead of challenging.
Ah mais lui jamais je lui obéis. Jamais je lui obéis.
Proof? Oh, you mean like your letter that has been found after 1,000 cycles and makes the elves responsible for the fall of the Fiflings?
It is no secret that the elves are deceitful. And what could possibly be more suited to get one over on us than letting the perished land in and presenting us as the scapegoat?
The elves have been displaced by the perished land and are now almost eradicated.
I said they are deceitful, not wise.
Attends que je donne mon
Children of the
discours.
Smith cannot be silenced.
You are a dwarf, I confess, but no fourthling can remember a dwarf child ever going missing.
And you know thousands of the Fourthlings personally, and know exactly where they live in the mountains, what they're planning, or what small tragedies take place in their lives.
You have a sense that all the long evenings in the library and debating with Lot Yeoman weren't for nothing, as Bislipper struggles for a reply, then lets it go.
Haha. La culture vaincra toujours. Va.
You have had enough of this dwarf. He makes you feel uneasy, or worse still.
Get out!
A humanized bastard will not issue me orders. Know your place, false dwarf.
Oh, il m'a défoncé la main. Ah, j'ai vraiment envie de le défoncer lui. Waouh. C'est bien fait. C'est des belles cloques.
Some of the gold has left a coin-sized mark on the back of your hand. It hurts, but you like the idea that a bit of the metal you love is now part of you. The armor has been made by a master. Over the chainmail is steel plate, alloyed with gold in many places, which certainly appeals to you. There are also several decorative elements made of stone, to honor its origin in the kingdom of the best stonemasons. You had just finished setting the last inlay, the seal of Lot Yeoman, who brought you up and is gone, when Bislipper interrupted you.
Ah, il était... ok. Non. On va donner notre discours. Ah, j'aime bien cette musique. Ah, on n'a pas vu tout le discours.
Thank you for your speech,
C'est pas grave.
Bolafar. The council may now ask questions.
Ah, les questions. D'abord, Bislipur en dernier. Hein. D'abord le quatrième.
Your question?
Just so I get this right, you want to forge a weapon that is described in a book of fairy tales from the perished land to kill a demon that none of us has ever seen?
I have most definitely seen it. Groingar, yellow belly, shimmerbeard.
Les nains doivent agir. Ouais, c'est ça le mieux. Le fait est que nos problèmes ne vont pas se régler tout seuls, les nains doivent agir.
We have seen the perished land with our own eyes, and its master Nodon could not be killed. Many have died for the books in which it is written how keen fire can be made. And the Magus did all he could to get his hands on the two hearths made of Sigurd Daisy wood. Those are the facts, whether you like them or not. These problems won't solve themselves, so I ask you, is it the dwarven way to step aside and do nothing, or is it our way to act?
To act?
We don't hide away. If the humans won't stop the perished land,
Voilà, ça c'était la bonne phrase, je pense.
we shouldn't get drawn in. Let's show the Magus the strength of the dwarves.
Au second.
The dwarf from the Second Link Kingdom over there.
You say that a war against the elves would be madness. But how can such a young dwarf as you judge that? You've hardly seen anything of the world, has he?
Il est de notre devoir de protéger le pays sûr. À mon avis, c'est la meilleure phrase parce que c'est le devoir des nains normalement. Et les nains et les devoirs, à mon avis, c'est
It is true.
important.
There is much that I only know from books. But it is written that it is our duty to defend and protect Girdlegard, and that includes the elves. And don't the elves have the same enemy as we do? They could stand by us in battle. Why should we play into the hands of the enemy by attacking them, rather than working against the enemy together?
If that is true,
He's right. Words of a clever warrior. But the pointy ears hate us, and we hate them too. What is it they say again? My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Voilà. Allez, Bislipur.
nothing you say will convince anyone here. You didn't grow up amongst us, and no one knows if you really are a fourthling. I do not believe there has ever been a more unworthy heir to the throne of the High King. You are just wasting our time.
J'ignore que tu parlais au nom de tous, intéressant. Ouais, je m'en fous. Je dis ça.
You were the spokesperson for everyone at this assembly, Bishopper. I had the impression that every dwarf is capable of forming their own opinion.
Absolutely.
Here, here. He's right, you know. Keep out of it, Bishopper.
Oh là, je l'ai défoncé. Oh, je l'ai défoncé.
The council has heard the words of both candidates and must now make its decision. Those of you who wish to see Tungdil Bolafar, the returning son from the Fourthling Kingdom, as my successor, raise your axe.
Il y en a pas mal, hein.
Those who wish to see Gandagar Silverbeard from the Silverbeards, the king of the Fourthlings, as my successor.
Ah, j'ai l'impression qu'il y en a plus.
But Gandagar has received more votes.
Very good.
Excellent. Here's to Gandagar. Long live our new High King.
However, the result was not unanimous, and as acting High King, I avail myself of my right to demand a contest between the aspirants.
What is this?
Elle est trop marrante sa tête.
It's the rules. The High King has the right to do so. Respect. He is still the High King.
Silence!
You have heard the High King's command. Write down your challenge for the aspirants.
Oh, elle est stylée l'armure, je suis content.
masters this task first will become the High King. It is an expedition. The trial is to lead a group to forge the axe, Keenfire, in the Grey Range, which can then be used to fight against the Magus Nod on.
An expedition into the perished land?
Brilliant! You can't be serious.
La tête.
That's what I call a worthy challenge, don't you think?
I call it luck, Scholar. Of all the challenges, Bistapor draws this one.
Yes. Luck.
Les scrutins ont été manipulés. On va partir au pays sûr.
Don't demand this of me. Why me, of all people?
You are one of my best gem cutters, and I promise to support him. It should be a fair contest. Or should I break my word just because of you?
But
You will go, Goengar shall appear. Do not put us to shame. Follow Tungdale's instructions. Go, and come back in good health.
And with that, our group is complete.
who have you chosen as Mason?
Oh, il est trop classe.
Gentlemen. Bavragar?
Oh, il est trop classe avec son œil et son marteau là.
Old drunkard. He assured me he's the best stonemason here. The High King himself sent him.
Well, I said I was precisely the stonemason you need. I didn't exactly say I was sent by the High King.
You let yourself be tricked by a drunkard.
I don't want him with us.
Rest assured, Boindale, I too could imagine better company. But Tungdale gave me his word.
Yes, I gave you my word. And as long as you are capable of doing the stonework needed for Keenfire, you are welcome. Girdlegard is at stake here.
I wish you no ill fortune, Tungdale, but also no good fortune. The throne belongs to me.
Il est cool en fait, Gandogar.
Brackus will show the path.
Faut éliminer Bislipur. Je sais pas si on va arriver à ce terme là. Il est énorme et polière pour contrebalancer l'absence de son bras.
To forge Keenfire and bring it back here has proven his abilities and will be our new High King to lead us in battle against Nod on.
It will take months to complete the task. The journey to the Fiflings alone is a long and dangerous business.
Dangerous, yes, but not necessarily long. Do you know the old tunnel system that connects the Dwarven kingdoms?
Tunnels are all well and good, but why should we get there so much quicker under the ground than over it?
A knowing smile plays on the mouth of the advisor.
Well,
Ce sont des nains et ils savent pas pourquoi on va plus vite. C'est quoi, c'est dans les souterrains? Qu'est-ce qu'il peut y avoir pour nous faire aller plus vite? Oh, mais c'est trop stylé! J'ai même pas pensé. Ah, la tête.
Pretty impressive what our forefathers achieved here, isn't it?
The kingdoms all work together. We do the same. Nothing is impossible.
Here, here.
Pourquoi voulais-tu t'en venir avec
Still
nous?
don't understand why you tricked me and why you were so set on coming with us.
I have been the master of stone for more than 200 sun cycles. My work is admired all over Girdlegard. There has never been a better second-ling mason than me. But today, I don't want to be remembered as a drunkard with the chisel trembling in my hand, but as Bavragar Amethyst, undefeated master of stone, who brought Keenfire to life.
J'avoue, c'est une bonne raison.
One last masterpiece.
C'est une très bonne raison.
I hope you understand me asking, but there seems to be bad blood between you and Boindale.
There's nothing that will endanger our mission. We've just always hated each other.
There's more behind it than commonplace hatred.
Bavragar doesn't react. His gaze is directed
Bavragor,
towards the place a long time
le
ago.
nain pirate.
Really should rein in your drinking. Your knees are in good shape.
There are some who say I won't let a master of beer and not the master of stone anymore. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I can't forget, no matter how much I drink. I wonder why we haven't seen any sign of Gandagar recently. Perhaps they took a wrong turn somewhere. Oh, I'm sure we'll reach the Fifthling Kingdom before them.
Oh, de l'XP. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
We're not on the way to the Fifthlings. We are on the way to the Firstlings. We're probably already under the land of the Custodian.
The Firstlings? Why?
The Firstlings have been the best smiths in Girdlegard since the Fifthlings were wiped out. Only they can alloy Tionium and Palladium, which are actually mutually repellent. Anyway, we could use all the help we can get in the battle against Nodon, and
300 d'XP. Oh. Ouf. Putain, ça a dû faire mal ça. Oh là, j'ai vu le sac tomber là. Vous êtes sérieux les gars?
Goingar.
Il va bien?
It burns!
We won't get further this way, scholar. What now?
It's all your fault, you imposter. I was nearly killed, and for what?
It is good that you are still alive. We need you for our mission.
So you can steal a throne that doesn't belong to you?
Hatred glints in the gem-cutter's eyes, and for a moment, you think he's going to attack you with the
Ah là là,
desperation.
c'est pas bon ça. Je veux pas, je veux la salut de pays sûr. Tu dois maîtriser ta langue. Vas-y, moi je veux pas de conflit dans le groupe là.
Title of High King, I am trying to save Girdlegard. Even if you don't believe anything else, you must believe this.
I don't have to believe anything. I am here against my will. My own thoughts are my only remaining right.
Enough! Gather up all the materials we can still save. If we manage to reach the Firstlings, we can get anything we're missing there. And it should be less than 200 miles to their stronghold.
Ok, donc là on va se rendre chez les 5e, chez les premiers, je sais plus, chez les premiers. Non, chez les 5e. On va se rendre chez les 5e. Bah, c'était un épisode avec beaucoup de parlotte.
After you've
Et on a pas mal avancé au moins.
materials, you begin to search for a way out, and after a sweaty climb, you reach a door adorned with runes. From here, you enter a large cave with a waterfall covering the sun-drenched opening. You walk through the waterfall one after another, and after the unintentional shower, you find yourselves in Wayham, near the enchanted realm of Oromira. You find yourselves on a plateau, and the river which falls as a waterfall here hides the entrance to the underground rail network. It then flows past a forest, behind which you can see a wall and tiled roofs. You check the map.
That must be Mythodaria. We'll go through the forest to the city and see if we can refresh our supplies and buy some ponies.
Stylé. Ah, des niveaux. Des niveaux. Pas mal de niveaux, ça c'est bon ça. Ah, tant que ça quand même. Je suis presque au niveau 7. Ça, je l'ai boosté combien de fois ça déjà? On va choisir ça, j'ai dit. Bonus défensif confirmé. Ok, on va s'arrêter là pour cette fois. On a des nouveaux dans notre team. Bon, bah, lui, ça m'étonne pas qu'il se batte pas. Pourtant, c'est plus haut niveau, c'est bien dommage. Un peu bizarre qu'il se batte pas. Enfin, bref. On a pas mal de ravitaillement. J'espère qu'on va pas trop avoir se battre immédiatement. Mais c'était bien. Prochaine étape, c'est Mifurdania. Et je vous dis à la prochaine, les amis. Portez-vous bien. Ciao.